people are now disrespecting Regis Porgray because he's fighting Devin Haney. But mysteriously, those same people said that Regis Porgray was the best fighter at 140 and arguably beat Josh Taylor. Should have beat Josh Taylor. They picked him to beat Josh Taylor. They said he did beat Josh Taylor. But now they're saying that he is the worst champion. He is the easiest touch at 140. Let's talk.
Straighter, not a roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little
few
bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the greats, the best competition.
Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Yo, it's the best, fight the best. If you ain't with the moto, just click the link, bitch, and get buried like the rest. It ain't gonna work how you want it. These trolls already tried, too many come but don't leave. So if you hear, you gotta die. I'm spitting straight facts. These bitches crying cause they hate that. The LDBC's the top topic, bitch, hate that. We the ones that bring the truth to these fans. So while you hate, I'ma laugh and keep counting these bands. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you.
Welcome to the graveyard.
Let's just dive right into this because you guys telling me that y'all are not Devin Haney haters. You're making yourselves look extremely obvious as a hater. Extremely obvious. You're saying that Devin Haney is fighting the easiest and the easiest opponent at 140, the weakest link at 140. That's what you guys are saying to me. Okay. Well, here's the champions. You have Teofimo Lopez, who's a WBO champion. You have Regis Porgray, who's the WBC champion. You have Subral Matisse, who is the IBF champion, and you have Rolly Romero, who is the WBA champion. So out of these four fighters, you're telling me that Regis Porgray is the easiest opponent. This is what you guys are telling me. FYI, Rolly Romero is the WBA champion in recess. So let me guess. He was stripped of his belt. Is the title vacant? You know, all the shit y'all shit on Devin for? Whatever. I know y'all will make up some shit and move them some narratives about that. Whatever. Those are your champions right here. These are your champions. Rolly Romero, who is absolute garbage. Nobody says he's good. Everybody says he's exciting because he's going to get knocked out, or he's going to go for the knockout at least. He can't box. He's just going to go for the knockout. He can't at all. He's just going to go for the knockout. He can punch. He's got retarded strength. He's going to go for the knockout. It's exciting. Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor. So Tio was like, oh man, he's a great number one guy up there because he beat Josh Taylor. Subral Matisse, who's the IBF champion, and Regis Porgray, who's the WBC champion. So you're telling me, out of these four, that Regis Porgray is the weakest link out of these four? Regis Porgray. So out of these four, you're telling me that Rolly Romero is tougher than Regis. Then why didn't he fight Regis? Why did he go to WBA route? Why he do that? He could have fought Regis. If Regis was the weakest link, why didn't Rolly fight Regis? You guys is telling me Teofimo Lopez is better than Regis. He beat Josh Taylor. Okay, so why didn't Tio fight Regis? Why didn't he fight Regis? If Regis was the weakest link, why didn't Tio? Oh, because Tio wants the number one guy, the top guys. That's Tio wants the best fighters in the world. That's what Tio wants. Really, he wants the best. Tio wants the best. Then why did Teofimo become the request to be the WBO super champion so he has no mandatories until like 2025? I love how you guys say Devin could have went after Teofimo Lopez as the WBO champion at 135. He can move that became the mandatory. Yeah, he could have did that. And his fight would have been in the beginning of 2025 because Teofimo Lopez does not have a mandatory until 2025. 18 months is when Teofimo Lopez has his next mandatory. 18 months. We are in 2023. 18 months from 2023 is 2025. We're in the end of 2023. The end. So 12 months will be the end of 2024. That's what 12 months will be. He requested to be the WBO super champion like 3 months ago. Which means that 6 months from 3 months ago would be 3 months from now. December, January, February. That's February. Now add a year to that. That is when his mandatory will be called. February 2025. So you guys want Devin to go to 140 to become Teofimo Lopez's mandatory and then wait until 2025 to fight him. And then you guys are running here in a heartbeat and tell me y'all know boxing. Oh man, we know boxing. We just want the fights, BF. We just want the fights. That's all we want. We want the fights. We just want the fights. Okay. Subriel Matisse is a killer, an absolute monster. Subriel Matisse had a fight signed with his mandatory, who he just fought. So you want Devin to move up and become the mandatory to Subriel Matisse. Subriel Matisse is not as big of a star. He's not as big of a draw. He is not as known as much as Regis Porgray. He's not as known as much as no one. He is a bro. In my opinion, Subriel Matisse, my opinion, beats all these guys. He beats everybody on the screen right there. In my opinion. However, he is not a draw. He's not, bro. He's not a draw. He ain't a draw as much of a draw as Rolly Romero. And Rolly is garbage. Teofimo Lopez is a bigger draw than that man. Yes, all four of these guys got belts. In my opinion, the toughest competition for Devin Haney on this screen, the toughest competition is Subriel Matisse. In my opinion. Then it's Regis, then it's Tio, and then it's Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero is the easiest opponent. And if truth be told, if Devin wanted to go to 140 just to get a belt and dip out, or just to get a belt and start his unification, whichever path he wants on, then the best and easiest route would have been to go the WBA route. Yeah, to become the mandatory to Rolly Romero. Because if he becomes the mandatory to Rolly Romero is the champion of recess. You know, same thing Devin is right now, WBC. But whatever, let's not talk about that. Because I know y'all going to move the goalposts and give me all these goofy-ass excuses-ass narratives, but whatever. If Rolly Romero pulled out of that fight, or just became the champion of recess like he is right now, then Devin would be fighting O'Hara Davis. O'Hara Davis is not better than Teofimo Lopez. O'Hara Davis is not better than Regis Porgray. O'Hara Davis is not better than Subriel Matisse. O'Hara Davis is not more known than anybody up here at all. O'Hara Davis is probably just as known as Subriel Matisse, or maybe a little bit less. Let me correct myself. Maybe a little bit more than Subriel. Maybe a little bit more. A little bit more, a little bit less. Devin would embarrass that man. Badly embarrass him. badly. Ahar Davis has zero footwork. He just wings it, looking for one punch to get you out of there. That's his fight style. Devin would embarrass that man. That would be an extremely easy fight, and he could have fought him in the UK to become the WBA champion. A very easy fight for him. He did not go the easiest way, the easiest fight. He could have became Teofimo's mandatory, but he wouldn't have got a fight until 2025. He could have became Subadal Matisse's mandatory. He would have been the mandatory for Subadal Matisse after Subadal just beat the guy he just beat. So Devin would be Subadal's mandatory. That fight would happen next year sometime. Next year. He is fighting Regis this year. This year. Subadal Matisse had a contractually obligated signed fight already with his mandatory. Already. Regis Portgrave requested to be the WBO super champion, so he had no mandatories until 2025. Rolly Romero is the champion in recess. Devin could have fought for the vacant WBA strap, because that's what it would have been. Champion in recess. So as soon as Rolly came back, Devin is Rolly's mandatory. If Rolly doesn't come back, then Devin would be elevated, what y'all call an email champion. He'd be elevated to the full WBA strap if Rolly didn't come back. That is the easiest route for Devin to get a belt at 140. Would have been fighting Rolly bum-ass Romero. He would have embarrassed him. Badly embarrassed him. Absolutely just pure one-sided, lopsided embarrassment. That might have been a no-mas. Rolly might have just quit because he couldn't do nothing. He might as well quit. The only thing Rolly Romero would have been good at is the press conference, and that's it. Teofimo Lopez checked himself out immediately. Zero smoke wanted. Subadal Matisse wants all the smoke. Guaranteed he wants all the smoke. But Subadal Matisse had a signed mandatory. Y'all wanted Devin to just sit and wait until next year when he had Regis right there, who you guys said beat Josh Taylor. That's what you guys said. As a matter of fact, to quote some of my people, I think you really beat him, and you knew you beat him, which is the reason why you was coasting those last rounds, because you knew you was winning. And I believe you knew you was winning. Because if you would have thought that you wasn't winning, then you wouldn't have coasted those last couple of rounds when you knew you was up. I knew you was up. You knew you was up. Yeah, those are your words verbatim. Y'all words. Don't make me pull the receipts. Don't make me pull the receipts. Y'all telling me Regis Portgrave's the #1 guy up there. Y'all telling me Devin Haney don't want no Regis. That's what, he don't want no Regis. Y'all were literally telling me that he would fight Subadal Matisse over Regis. Because Subadal don't got no footwork, and he does not. Oh man, he'll fight Subadal Matisse. Subadal ain't nobody. That's what you got. He won't fight Gary Russell. He won't fight Gary Russell, and he won't fight Regis Portgrave. He'll fight Subadal Matisse. He'll go after Rolly Romero. That's what you guys were telling me. Now all of a sudden he won't fight Subadal, and he won't fight, and Regis is the weakest of all the champions. You guys are blatant Devin Haney haters. Blatant. And I would respect you more if you were just honest. I would respect you more if you were just honest. I would. No one on this screen is beating Devin Haney. No one. The toughest competition for Devin is Subadal Matisse. That is the toughest competition. And Devin will beat him too. He will beat him. Subadal Matisse's footwork is not good at all. He walks right at you. That's what he does. He just walks right at you. That's it. In the high guard. He walks at you in the high guard. That's it. Don't get it twisted. Subadal's a dog. He's a dog, bro. I love Subadal, bro. But I'm not going to sit here and lie for the man. Him and Regis Portgrave fight pretty much the same. Walks right at you in the high guard. Looking to counter. That's it. I mean, of the best boxer out of these 4 champions is Teofimo Lopez. He's the best boxer, but he's a pussy though. That's the reason Devin got that man's heart. If Devin didn't have his heart, that'd be a phenomenal fight. But Devin got his heart, man. Devin got this man's heart and soul. And Regis is, and Teo is absolute. He's good. Teo is a good fighter. He's just a coward, man. If you fighting someone scared, bro, you lost already. That nigga been scared of Devin for a long time. Pure scared of Devin. Not motherfucking, oh man, come on, man. No, that nigga's been scared of Devin. Pure scared. Straight pussy. 100% coward. And Rolly Romero is absolute garbage. That man lost to that 73-year-old man, and all you motherfuckers listen to my voice, you know he did. But whatever, he got a W on his record. Got the dub. Do y'all really believe that Rolly Romero can fuck with Devin Haney? Listen, man, I understand y'all hate Devin, and I know why y'all hate Devin, because he'll beat the shit out of Tank Davis. That's the only reason why y'all hate Devin. That's it. If Gervonta Tank Davis fought at 130, never fought at 135, y'all wouldn't be. Man, Devin be the greatest fighter in the world, dude. Because he's trying to fight everybody. He is the only one sending everybody offers. Just him, no one else. No one. He's the only one trying to get it popping. Just him. He's the only one fighting greats. He's the only one fighting motherfuckers that y'all know are the best. He's the only one. Ain't nobody else doing that shit. Y'all be praising this man through the high heavens because he earned it. Not because he's a whatever. No, because he earned it. Because he's earning it in the ring. But simply because the man tried to call out Tank and wanted to fight Tank, all of a sudden, now you motherfuckers are haters. You fucking hate the man because of Tank and Tank alone. That motherfuckers is ludicrous, bro. It's like straight delusional. Rolly Romero is the worst champion. He's the easiest touch. Pause. That is the easiest belt to get at 140. Rolly. And then Teo, because Teo's pussy. He'll run. He's scared, bro. He's scared of Devin. He is a fucking fraud, bro. He's the nigga scared. He's scared of Devin. Scared to death of Devin. Scared to death. No, he ain't scared. Yeah. Then why he fight him at 135? Oh, he had to fight his mandatory BF. He had 2 mandatories. And the first Mando he had was Devin. The IBF was his second Mando. Yeah, that was his second Mando. He chose his second over his first Mando. Then he told the world that, oh, y'all knew what I was going to do with the belts. That it's the game, man. They knew what I was going to do. I was going to drop it to make it harder for Devin. Why make it harder for Devin? You're going to drop the belts to make it harder for Devin. There's other motherfuckers in the weight class. But you were going to drop all the belts to make it harder for Devin to become undisputed. Devin and Devin alone. As if there isn't other fighters over there. As if there's not a bunch of other fighters at 135. Pussy, bro. Straight pussy. Now the niggas on this side of the screen wanted all the smoke. You motherfuckers was telling me that Tank ducked Regis Porgray because Tank went to 140 and fought Mario Barrios. Why didn't he fight Regis? That's what you niggas was telling me. The same niggas who are now telling me that this man is the easiest touch at 140. Y'all were telling me that Tank ducked this man. That's what y'all were telling me. That Tank didn't want no smoke with Regis Porgray. Why didn't Tank fight Regis? That's what y'all were telling me. He fought Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios ain't shit. That belt ain't even real. Regis is really the guy up there. Him or Josh Taylor. Why ain't he fighting Regis? Why ain't he fighting one of those guys? That's what y'all say. Now all of a sudden the same people are telling me Regis is trash. Regis ain't one of the best. Regis is easy. He's the weakest link. That's what y'all telling me now. Insane, bro. Fucking insanity. FYI. When Gervonta Tank Davis fought Mario Barrios, there was 2 champions. 2 real champions. Yeah, it was Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. Those were the 2 champions. That's it. That's it. Those were the only 2. Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor were the only ones. The only champions. He fought Mario Barrios for a Mickey Mouse belt. He fought Mario Barrios for a belt that everybody listens to my voice, you know, good and goddamn well is not real. The real belt is the super champion, and you guys said that when he was fighting Mario Barrios. Why did he fight Josh Taylor? Josh Taylor is the real WBA champion. That's what y'all said. Now all of a sudden, Teo's the man because he beat Josh Taylor. Teo's the man now. Teo's the number 1 fighter because he beat Josh Taylor. But y'all told me Regis beat Josh Taylor. No problem. No problem. No problem. Regis lost to Josh Taylor. T.O. beat Josh Taylor. No problem. I got no problem with that. None at all. None at all. Y'all telling me that Rolly Romero is better and is a tougher fight than Regis Portgray. You guys saw Subra Matisse destroy this guy last night. And now, or not last night, but Saturday. And now all of a sudden, Devin won't fight him. As if Devin didn't tell me personally that that's the fight he was going to do. If he was going to try to get Regis, if he couldn't get Regis, next it was Subra. Facts. Absolute facts. Absolute 100% facts. But he got Regis. So now all of a sudden, bro, y'all are blatant haters. You prove you're a hater. I don't give a fuck if you say, oh, well, I got to call it both ways, or or two sides of the coin, or there's two sides to the story. Yeah, there is two sides to the story. There is facts and haters. You are on the hater side. I need to call it both ways. Yeah, you are calling it both ways. You absolutely are. As a hater, you're calling it as a hater, and then you're pushing a fake narrative. Those are your both ways. All of y'all, bro. Y'all all doing the same thing. These are the champions. And you're telling me that Regis is the weakest link after y'all told me that Devin would never fight Regis. Pathetic. Y'all are haters. You hate Devin. You hate that man because he will fuck up your favorite. BFTB. Shout to the mighty LDBC. I'm out.